Hello students, welcome to online classes. I'm Kavita, working as SA Max at ZPHS Srirangavaram. Today we are discussing the 12th chapter, that is applications of trigonometry from 10th class mathematics, and this is our third session. In this session we are going to solve the problems which contains two right angle triangles. Before going to start the session, just recall the important concepts from trigonometry. We know that in a right angle triangle APC, the side which is opposite to 90 degrees is called hypotenuse. And consider a right angle triangle ABC here, and at B there is right angle, so AC becomes hypotenuse, and opposite to the particular angle theta or A is called opposite side. So here BC becomes the opposite side and AB becomes the adjacent side. Now recall the trigonometric ratios. So first one, opposite by hypotenuse ratio is called sin A. So sin A is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, and cos A is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse, and tan A is equal to opposite by adjacent side. And just recall the values of these three trigonometric ratios, that is sin 30 1 by 2, sin 45 degrees 1 by root 2, sin 60 degrees root 3 by 2. And next, recall the cos 30 degrees root 3 by 2, cos 45 degrees 1 by root 2, and cos 60 degrees 1 by 2. Next come to tan 30 degrees 1 by root 3, tan 45 degrees 1, tan 60 degrees root 3. These are the important concepts. Now start the problem. Just see the problem. A tower stands vertically on the side of a road from a point on the roadside directly opposite to the tower. The angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degrees. From another point 10 meters away from this point, on the line joining this point to the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degrees. Find the height of the tower and the width of the road. Clearly observe here, a tower stands vertically on the side of a road. That means we have to consider a tower on a roadside. Okay. From a point on the roadside directly opposite to the tower. So we can assume the problem like this. Just consider a road like this. Assume that this is the road. And here clearly a tower stands vertically on the side of a road. So this road side, so this is one side and this is another side. On one side we have to consider a tower. Just consider a tower like this. This is the tower which is on one side of a road. And from a point on the roadside directly opposite to the tower, that means from this tower exact opposite from this another side, so the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 60 degrees. That means from this we have to, from here we have to observe the top of the tower. Just consider a line, so which joins the tower, okay, and road. And consider a point. Here is the point which is directly opposite to the tower and another side of the road. From this point we are observing the top of the tower. Here the angle of is given as 60 degrees. So from here we have to observe the top of the tower. So we get a line of sight like this. Okay, and here we get the angle of elevation that is given as 60 degrees. So here we get 60 degrees angle. Okay, and from another point 10 meters away from this point, that means from this point after 10 meters distance we have to consider another point. And on the line joining this point to the foot of the tower, the angle of elevation of the top of the tower is 30 degrees. So here observe that, so from this point we have to move 10 meters away. So 10 meters away I am considering the another point like this. Okay, away from this point. So from this point we have to observe the top of the tower. So here we get the line of sight like this. Okay, so here we get the angle of the tower is 30 degrees. That means clearly we get 30 degrees angle here. Okay, so like this we can assume the problem, and based on this concept, here we have to find the height of the tower and the width of the road. That means we have to find out this height of the tower and also width of the road. Width of the road means from this point to this point. The distance from this foot to this point we have to calculate. That becomes the width of the road. Okay, so this is the concept. Just see here, there is this tower on one side of the road. Exactly opposite to this tower, from another side of the road, we are observing the top of the tower. Here we are getting the angle of elevation 60 degrees. And just from another point, 10 meters away from this point, on the line joining the point to the foot of the tower. So from this point 10 meters away we have to consider another point. Okay, so from this point we have to observe the top of the tower. Again we get the angle of elevation as 30 degrees, and clearly we know that the distance between these 2 points is 10 meters. Now based on this diagram we have to find out the height of the tower and width of the road. Okay, so now just see how we can draw the diagram for this. We know that to indicate a tower we have to consider a straight line. So here I am considering a line. This line indicates the road. Now AC becomes the road, and at one side A we have to consider the tower. So just draw a line at A. So observe this line indicates the tower. So AB, here AB indicates the tower, and from C, now from another side we are observing the top of the tower. So from C we get the line of sight. So CB indicates the line of sight. Here we get the angle of elevation 60 degrees. Therefore here we get the angle 60 degrees. And after that we have to move 10 meters away from this point. So from C we have to move some distance. So just draw a line like this and consider the another point 10 meters distance. Consider the another point D. That means clearly we get CD distance is 10 meters here. And from D, here we are observing the top of the tower once again. So here we get the line of sight like this. So DB, join D and B, and here we get the angle 30 degrees. So this indicates the 30 degrees angle. Okay, now we have to find out the height of the tower and width of the road. So we don't know the height of the tower. Height of the tower is nothing but AB. So let AB be H, and width of the road. Here AC is road. So the length of AC becomes the width of the road. Let that be D. So from this data we have to find out the H value and D value here. Clearly we are observing two right angle triangles here. So first one it is BAC. In this right angle triangle the angle is at C, so which is 60 degrees. Then observe that clearly, so AB becomes opposite side and AC becomes adjacent side. And there is another right angle triangle that is BAD. Observe this BAD. So here in case of BAD the angle is at D, which is 30 degrees. Based on this AB becomes the opposite side and AD becomes adjacent side. Okay, so first consider the small triangle BAC, and after that consider the next triangle BAD. Yes, from the triangle BAD, sorry, BAC first. So this triangle I am considering BAC, small triangle. So here we know that this becomes the opposite side and this AC becomes the adjacent side. So we have to consider tan formula. So that is tan this 60 degrees becomes theta now. So tan theta, that is tan 60 degrees, is equal to opposite. Opposite means here AB side. AB by adjacent, that is AC. Now substitute the values. Tan 60 degrees means, yes, tan 60 degrees value is root 3. So consider root 3 is equal to AB. AB value is H by AC value is D here. Root 3 can be written as root 3 by 1. Now do the cross multiplication. So that means we get root 3 into D. So root 3D is equal to 1 into H. That is H. So clearly H is equal to root 3 into D. We get H value as root 3 into D. So consider this as equation 1. Okay. Now consider the second triangle, that is consider the triangle BAD now. BAD. In this triangle, if you observe that this 30 degrees becomes our theta, then this AB becomes opposite side and AD becomes adjacent side. Here clearly observe that AD length is nothing but ACD and CD value is 10. So the adjacent side becomes D plus 10. AC plus CD becomes AD. So we get adjacent side is equal to D plus 10. Now consider the triangle BAD now. Know that this is theta. So this is opposite and adjacent. So we have to consider tan value. Tan 30 degrees is equal to opposite is AB by adjacent is AD here. We know that tan 30 degrees value is 1 by root 3, which is equal to AB. AB is nothing but H here. So H by AD. AD is nothing but D plus 10. So write D plus 10 here. Now do the cross multiplication. 1 into D plus 10 is D plus 10, which is equal to H into root 3. Now observe that to solve this problem, here one variable is D, another variable is H. From equation 1, we know that H is equal to root 3D. That means wherever H is there, we can write root 3 into D instead of H. Here instead of this H, I am writing root 3 into D here. So we get D plus 10 is equal to H. So instead of H, H is nothing but H equal to root 3D. So instead of H, I am writing root 3D. And 1 root 3 is already there. So now we get D plus 10 is equal to root 3 into root 3 is nothing but 3. So 3 into D. Okay, we need to find out the D value here. 1D is here, 1D is here. Move this D to the right side. Then we get 10 is equal to 3D minus D. 3D minus D is nothing but from 3D's remove 1D, we get 2D's. So we get 2D. So just move this 2 to the left side. So 2D means 2 into D. This becomes division. So we get 10 by 2 is equal to D. By cutting we get 5. That means D is equal to 5 meters. D is nothing but the width of the road here. The width of the road is nothing but 5 meters. Okay, and after that we have to find out the height of the tower. Here we know that from equation 1. So from 1, H is equal to root 3 into D. So H is equal to root 3 into D. So we know the D value, that is 5. So root 3 into 5. So H is equal to 5 into root 3 meters. That means the height of the tower is 5 root 3 meters and width of the road is 5 meters. Like this we can find the required values. Just see here, a tower is given and which is side of the road. That means here I am considering AC as road, and at A we have to consider the tower. AB is tower, and at opposite to this tower, from the point C, we are observing the top of the tower. Here given that the angle of elevation is 60 degrees. And at 10 meters distance from another point, we are observing the top of the tower once again. Here the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. So here clearly, by seeing the diagram, we can understand that there are two right angle triangles. One it is BAC and another one BAD. First consider BAC triangle. So from this triangle BAC, we know that this becomes opposite, this becomes AC becomes adjacent. So tan 60 degrees is nothing but opposite AB by adjacent AC. Now substitute the values. Tan 60 degrees value is root 3. So this can be written as root 3 by 1 is equal to H by D. Now do the cross multiplication. Root 3 into D is equal to 1 into H, that is 1H. Then we get 1 into H is nothing but H is equal to root 3 into D. So H is equal to root 3 into D. This is equation 1. Now consider the another triangle BAD. So here at D we have the angle theta. Then this becomes opposite and AD becomes our adjacent. Here AD is nothing but this D meters and this 10 meters. That means D plus 10. We have to consider this D plus 10 as adjacent side. Now come to the formula. This is opposite adjacent, so we have to choose tan value. That is tan 30 degrees is equal to AB by AD. So 1 by tan 30 degrees is nothing but 1 by root 3, which is equal to AB. AB is H here. So H by AD is nothing but D plus 10. So we get D plus 10 here. And do the cross multiplication. So 1 into D plus 10. D plus 10 is equal to H into root 3. D plus 10 is equal to H into root 3. And from equation 1, we know that H is equal to root 3D. That means whenever we have H, we can substitute root 3 into D. So here I am removing H and instead of this H, I am writing root 3 into D. And already one root 3 is here. This root 3 into root 3 becomes 3D. And D plus 10 is equal to 3D. We have to find D. So move this D to the right side. Then we get 10 is equal to 3D minus D. So 3D minus D is nothing but our 2D. So 10 is equal to 2D. That means D is equal to 5. That means width of the road 5 meters. And from equation 1, we know that H is equal to root 3 into D. Instead of this D, we can write 5. So H is equal to root 3 into 5. That is 5 root 3. Like this, we have to solve the problem. Okay. Now, see the next problem. A 1.5 meter tall boy is looking at the top of a temple which is 30 meter in height from a point at a certain distance. The angle of elevation from his eye to the top of the crown of the temple increases from 30 degrees to 60 degrees. As he walks towards the temple, find the distance he walked towards the temple. Observe that here 1.5 meters tall boy looking the top of the temple, which is 30 meters in height. That means this 30 meters is nothing but the temple height and 1.5 meter becomes the boy height. We can imagine this problem like this. So here a boy is there and the height of the boy is 1.5 meters. And temple height is given as 30 meters. So consider a temple like this and the height of the temple is 30 meters. Now just imagine a line joining the boy foot and the temple. Now here the boy observing the crown of the temple. So just from here the boy is observing the crown of the temple. Here the height of the boy is given. Therefore we have to consider the line of sight from the boy eye, not from the foot. Okay, because height of the boy is mentioned. So from here we have to consider. So here from eye we have to draw a horizontal line which is parallel to the earth. Okay, so here we get the parallel line like this. Now the 30 degrees angle, when boy moves certain distance towards the temple, the angle of elevation increases from 30 to 60 degrees. That means the first, when the boy is seeing, the angle of elevation is 30 degrees. So we have to consider the angle of elevation here 30 degrees. So this indicates the first angle. Okay, and after that the boy moving towards the temple. So just imagine that. So like this, the boy moving towards the temple, and from this new position, once again the boy observing the cone. The cone here, the angle becomes 60 degrees now. The 30 degrees angle changes to 60 degrees. So here also we have to consider the line of sight from the boy eye. So here we get the angle of elevation like this, and here the angle of elevation given as 60 degrees. So here we get the angle 60 degrees, and here clearly we have to find out the he walked towards the temple. Find the distance he walked towards the temple. That means we don't know how much distance the boy moved. Let that be d. Now from this data we have to find out the d value. This is the concept. Okay, see here the boy height is given, so that means we have to consider the boy height 1.5 meters, and line of sight we have to draw from the boy eye. Okay, so for this we have to draw a horizontal line which is parallel to the earth. So this is the concept. Now we have to draw the suitable diagram for this. Just see here. Consider this line indicates the earth. Now on earth we have to consider we have to draw the temple. So draw a line like this, and this line AB indicates the temple. And given that the height of the temple is 30 meters, so consider this line indicates the height of the temple. Now at C, so here CD indicates the boy. At C, boy is here, so we have to draw a line which indicates boy. So CD line indicates the boy, and clearly given that the height of the boy is 1.5 meters, so now CD length becomes 1.5 meters now. Now just draw a parallel line from D. Okay, this parallel line to the earth meets the temple. Okay, here AB indicates the temple, so this line AB at E. Observe that we are drawing a parallel line from D. So this is parallel to the earth line, that is AC, which meets the line AB at E. And clearly from D we are observing the top of the crown of the temple. So here we get the angle of elevation. So here the angle at D becomes the 30 degrees. So here we have to consider 30 degrees angle. And after that CD indicates the boy position. Now this from here the boy is moving towards the temple. We don't know how much distance he is traveling. Just consider the new position as C dash. So from C dash, here C dash D dash indicates the new position of the boy. And from D dash we have to draw a line of sight like this. Okay, so here we get the angle 60 degrees. Okay, this angle becomes 60 degrees now. Now we have to find out the distance, how much distance the boy moved towards the temple. So we have to find out D dash length. Now observe that here CD is height of the boy, C dash D dash is also equal to 1.5 meters, and we don't know the distance the boy moved. So here consider D dash is equal to small d. So this d we have to find out now. And clearly AE length, if you observe that AE length is also equal to 1.5, because this is nothing but a rectangle. So if C dash D dash is 1.5, clearly we get AE also equal to 1.5. Now observe that if AE is equal to 1.5, we know the total length of AB. AB length is 30 meters. The height of the temple is 30 meters. From that we have to subtract this 1.5, then we get BE length. Now BE length becomes 30 minus 1.5, that is nothing but 28.5 meters. So this is the given data. Now, to solve this problem, first observe that there are two right angle triangles. One, it is BED. Observe that BED is a right angle triangle, and another triangle is BED. One it is BED dash, and another one it is BED. Okay, so now first consider the right angle triangle BED dash. I am considering a triangle, right angle triangle BED dash first. Okay, if you observe that BED dash, here the angle is theta is 60 degrees. Now this becomes BE becomes opposite side and DE becomes adjacent side. But if you observe, we don't know the value of DE here, but here let the value is x. D dash E is equal to x. Now opposite adjacent related trigonometric ratio is tan. So consider the tan formula here. That is tan 60 degrees is equal to opposite, that is BE length, by adjacent, that is nothing but D dash E. The length D dash E here. Okay. So now which is equal to tan 60 degrees value is nothing but root 3. So root 3 is equal to BE. We know that BE length is nothing but 28.5 meters by D dash E. We don't know the D dash E value. So let it be X. Now root 3 by 1. Do the cross multiplication. We get X into root 3. So X into root 3 is equal to 28.5 into 1. That is 28.5 meters. Let it be equation 1. I am not solving the x value because we no need to find out x value here. We have to find out d only. Just I am writing a relation, that is x root 3 is equal to 28.5 here. Okay. So now consider the another triangle, that is considering BED here. Okay, and clearly the angle is 30 degrees. Now this becomes theta, and if you observe that here this becomes our opposite side, that is BE, and DE becomes our adjacent side. Here DE is nothing but here D to D dash is small d and D dash to E is x. Therefore DE length becomes D plus x. So adjacent side becomes D plus x. Just consider that. So just take the triangle BED now. We know that tan 30 degrees. Here the angle is 30 degrees now. So tan 30 degrees is equal to opposite is nothing but BE. So BE length by adjacent is DE. So consider DE. Now tan 30 degrees. We know that tan 30 degrees value is 1 by root 3, which is equal to BE, nothing but 28.5 by DE. DE length is nothing but here D plus X. So write down that and do the cross multiplication. We get D plus X is equal to 28.5 into root 3. Okay. So there are two variables D and X. Just observe that from equation 1 we know the value of x root 3. So if there is x root 3 we can simply substitute 28.5 instead of this x root 3. Here x is there. So just simply I am multiplying that both sides with root 3. Multiply both sides with root 3. Just observe this. When I am multiplying both sides with root 3, here already one root 3 is there. Root 3 into root 3 becomes 3. So problem becomes easy. and here becomes x root 3. We know the value of x root 3, so simply we can substitute that value. So for that reason only I am multiplying this with root 3. So I get d plus x into root 3, which is equal to 28.5 into, already one root 3 is there, root 3 into another root 3. Now just observe that here it becomes d root 3 plus x into root 3, x root 3, which is equal to 28.5. Root 3 into root 3 becomes 3. 28.5 into 3, that is nothing but 85.5. And observe that d root 3 plus x root 3. Instead of x root 3 from equation 1, we can take 28.5 value. So I am writing 28.5 here. So which becomes 85.5. Okay, so d root 3, we need d root 3 value. So d root 3 is equal to this 28.5, move to the right side, we get 85.5 minus 28.5. So clearly we get 85.5 minus 28.5. Okay, that is d root 3 value. So now we get d root 3 is equal to 85.5 minus 28.5 is nothing but 57. So 57. So d is equal to 57 by root 3. Just to remove this root from denominator, do the rationalization. That is nothing but d is equal to 57 into root 3 by root 3 into root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is nothing but 3. So d value is equal to 57 root 3 by 3. By dividing we get 19. So finally the d value is 19 root 3. We know the value of root 3, which is nothing but 1.732. So just take that value. D is equal to 19 into root 3. Root 3 value, we know that the value is 1.732. So D is equal to 19 into 1.732, that becomes 32.908. Therefore, the distance the boy moved towards the temple is nothing but 32.908 meters. Like this, we have to solve the problem. Just see once again. Here 1.5 meters tall boy looking the top of the temple, which is 30 meters in height. That means the temple height is 30 meters and boy height is 1.5 meters. And here the temple is observed from the two positions. When the boy move from this CD position to C dash D dash position, the angle changed from 30 degrees to 60 degrees. We don't know the distance how much the boy moved. So here consider this as a small d units. And clearly the height of the boy is given as 1.5 meters. So from the diagram, CD, C dash D dash and AE, all length becomes 1.5 only. So based on that, here AB length is 30 meters and AE length is 1.5. So we know that BE length, BE is nothing but 30 minus 1.5. So first calculate this. And after that, clearly we can observe two right angle triangles here. One it is BED dash and another one BED. So take first BED dash. Then from this, here this theta, this becomes opposite, this is adjacent. Here consider it as x. So solve this, we get x root 3 is equal to 28.5. Let it be equation 1. I am not finding the x value here because we no need to find out x value here. This is the mediator to solve the problem. And after that, consider the another triangle, that is BED. So BED, we know that angle is 30 degrees. This becomes opposite and DE becomes our adjacent. So tan 30 degrees is nothing but BE by DE. So 1 by root 3 is equal to 28.5 by, here adjacent becomes D and it is x. So D plus x. So D plus x. Do the cross multiplication and here clearly observe that we know the value of x root 3, which is 28.5. Here we have x. So for to solve the problem very easy, I'm multiplying the left side and right side with root 3. Then it becomes d root 3 plus x root 3, which is equal to 28.5 root 3 into root 3. So root 3 into root 3 becomes 3. So that is nothing but 85.5. Now we know the x root 3 value, that is 28.5. So d root 3 is equal to 85.5. So this is 28.5. So plus becomes minus when moved to the right side. So 85.5 minus 28.5. So d root 3 is equal to, by subtracting we get 57. And now d value is equal to 57. This root 3 becomes by root 3. To remove root 3 from denominator, just we have to do the rationalization process which we learn in 9th class. Just multiply with root 3 in numerator and denominator. Then we get 57 root 3 by root 3 into root 3 is nothing but 3. Now 57 by 3, by cutting we get 19. So d value is equal to 19 into root 3. We know that root 3 value is 1.732. Just substitute that, we get d is equal to 32.908 meters. Like this we have to solve the problems. Thank you, ma. Thank you for watching. Just practice trigonometry and applications of trigonometry, which are very important for, okay, to improve mathematics. You have to understand the concepts very carefully and solve the problems, as many problems as possible. So that makes you perfect. We will meet in the next session.